前の道はここで終わりだ。
Alright, what is going on, you guys? This is your boy the Vestmetro, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we are doing a before you summon video for these brand new 1000-year blower characters, being Yachiru Unohana, Genryu Side Shigekuni Yamamoto in his prime, and Chojiro from the past as he was owning his Bankai. So these characters are going to be dropping in 2 days from now, and they are going to be limited characters. So unlike the 8th anniversary characters, these will not be added to the premium pool. So let's say once you're done summoning, you still wish to get more copies of them, you'll have to wait for the rerun banner and spend more orbs from there. You cannot pull these characters from tickets, which is actually quite unfortunate. And in terms of the main banner, they actually finally decided to change the step-up format. It is no longer a 7-step banner, but rather a 25-step format, just like every single other regular end-of-the-month banner and mid-month banner that we get besides the anniversary. I'm hoping that this is going to be a step in the right direction, that they completely abolish the 7-step format, because this is definitely a good approach. The next thing that we need is pretty much a pity system. So yeah, already really good, a better format. However, I cannot say the same thing for when it comes to the fillers, because you compare these fillers right here to the 8th anniversary banner, there's way less value to be had compared to 8th anniversary, because on there you had the 7th anniversary characters who are still top 10 for their respective attributes. Aizen, who is still a top 3, top 4 heart unit in the game. You also have some other pretty good characters like Cacao Society Grimmjow, the Mind Yamamoto, Akon. Almost all of the characters are pretty much top 10 in their own respective attributes, where here the only one that is pretty much, you know, a bottom top 10 is Masaki, and most of the characters here have just been replaced by better units and aren't even top 10 anymore. So if you're looking for a better valued banner, the 8th anniversary banner is where it's at, even though the step-up format is atrocious. Since you're only guaranteed 1 5-star, you're going to be spending 250 orbs consistently, and no guarantees, no discounts, no nothing. Whereas here, the value is less, but you have a better step-up format. That being said, these 1000-year blower characters do come with their own individual ban. Now, the main banner is going to be lasting for a good 12 days, from July 31st, from August 12th, and then from August 12th, we get Unohana's banner and lasts until the 18th. After that, we get Yamamoto's banner and lasts until the 24th, and then from the 24th onward up until the end of the month is going to be Chojiro's banner. And that's all you can pretty much expect, so you can choose to skip the main banner and go for the individuals, or choose to limit your orb spending on the main banner and go for whomever you want on the individuals. Now, that being said, these individual banners are only going to be 10 steps, and it's going to be 5% chance to get a 5-star, 4% for unfeatured, and 1% for an unfeatured, and the guaranteed steps don't even guarantee a featured 5-star. It only guarantees 1 5-star, which is unfortunate, and it is what it is. Whereas the main banner, every 5 steps you do, you're at least going to be guaranteed a featured character from the banner, albeit the rates are going to be 4.5 for a featured and 1.5 for an unfeatured. Honestly, I'll take the step-up format any day over the 7-step banner, because it's just atrocious, honestly speaking. And yeah, I think it's time that we go ahead and start talking about the characters and the fillers. But before that, let's just talk about the individual banners, because I feel like these are pretty much worth mentioning. Retsu's individual banner, in my opinion, has by far the best value, just because we have Ishin right here, and Ishin is a character that is going to be working alongside the new 1000-year blower Yamamoto for Brave battles, because he is an invincible character that can also ignore invincibility and has killers against just about any single unit in there, with the exception of Yuha Baha. But that being said, he still does have Flurry +2 with a 50% bruiser, laceration on the entire kit. No one in Brave battles is immune to laceration from what I know, has the same skills that you would expect from a PvP character, and is going to be able to ignore healing in there. And outside of PvP, you can also use him just fine, because he has Guard Break, Long Reach, and Spare +1, so he's a decent character for autoing content in PvE. And he has the Suction Vortex on the SA1, 800 AoE, and then a full screen on the 3rd. Just the SA1 really matters, because that's going to be what screws over your opponents to pretty much, you know, kill mobs in PvP. But that's basically just about it. Soifun is mainly going to be an arena character, and this Ichigo is, you know, just a character with Frenzy +2 increased status element chance and plays just like Christmas Noel. However, as a unit, he needs to have Killer, otherwise he's not going to be able to do anything, and he doesn't even farm up Super Pots, so yeah, there's that. Yamamoto's banner, on the other hand, is going to be featuring the likes of Kaname. He's just a nab 30% link, but besides that, just a good side unit for melee GQ, for the Aranka rotation. Tensei is a great farmer for epic raids if you do not have the likes of, you know, Swimsuit Ruruka, and then this Christmas Ruruka is just not that good anymore. She does have increased status element chance against Heart Hollows, but no Havoc, only 20% Berserker, no Guard Break. Yeah, she's fallen off by a good long mile. And then Chojiro's banner is going to be featuring quite a good amount of characters. You have Stark, which is a 30% full stamina damage boost link, and an okay character at that. He does have Frenzy with Havoc with good multipliers, but the kit isn't exactly the greatest since he's got full range collision. And then Jushiro is a great side unit for the Quincy Stern Ritter GQ. And then you have Grimjo there just for, you know, boosting Mila Rose in epic raids. But that's just about it for the individual banners. Definitely, I would say Retsu is the one worth summoning for the most. And now we can finally talk about the main banner and its other 6 characters that you can pull from there. So starting off with the likes of Yamamoto, PvP King. PvP King. That's the way I can best describe this character because he's gonna have the same perks as both Sajin and Ishin combined into one, but also has a very cheap mechanic that is just going to guaranteed kill Yuha Baha in there because he's got no affiliation killer and captain killer. First things first. Flurry +2 and first 10 seconds Flurry +1, so he gets Flurry +3. He also has the increased normal attack damage when enemy or ally is KO'd by 20%, so whenever an ally or an enemy dies, he gets 20% extra normal attack damage. He can also prevent last-ditch survival, has the same decreased damage taken of 50% when at half stam, is invincible and can ignore invincibility, guaranteed status element infliction against heart attribute no affiliation enemies. Yeah, this is pretty much geared toward Yuha Baha, so whatever you do with this Yama, normal attack, strong attack, special, Yuha is dead. He's not doing shit. Bye-bye. GG. KO. Basically. And this character is just stupid. It's stupid. And not to mention, he also picks up Pierce Barrier, so you don't even need to give him that skill via the bonus abilities, which is crazy, and also has Poise. Oh, what about the innate abilities? He also picks up Marauder, so great for autoing content, and has Guard Break, is immune to Paralysis, and Sprinter +1. So yeah, he has the best skills that you can potentially ask for a PvP character. He can debuff, he can inflict both burn and laceration, which again, no one is immune in PvP from that. No one. Literally, not a single unit. And another thing that I want to mention with this character is whenever No Affiliation Inheritance Trials comes out, it'll be interesting to see how well this character can actually auto through the quest, because no matter what he does, he is going to be able to proc status elements 100% of the time. There's no cuck, no nothing. He's got the double status elements. He's gonna be future-proofed for every single No Affiliation IT, and this guy is probably gonna be one of the best autoing characters in the game, which is crazy. So on top of making him a godly PvP unit, they just made him into a force to be reckoned with, even for co-op, which is it's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. The strong attacks don't really matter much, but he does have the 625 AoE distance, so yeah, the same one as Rengoku, but without Havoc at 625 radius. He's got the lunge like Safui, Toshiro, and Semtani Uryu, so 725 into 900, and it's a debuff, by the way, so quite dangerous as a second strong attack for PvP, and then the third strong attack is full screen, so yeah, that's Yamamoto. That's Yamamoto right here, and he's just going to be able to kill off everyone in PvP. He's going to make Yuha like as if he were just, you know, a cupcake for him to eat, and that's it. And yeah, that's him. Up next is Retsu. I do feel like she's going to be easily the best in Banner for what she can do. She does have the same SA3 mechanic as the Safui Mayuri, which is disappointing, but lads, let me just, you know, cover a good amount of stuff here before we even talk about it, because I feel like too many people are hating on that mechanic already. Look, I hate it too, but guess what? This Retsu completely improved the problems that Mayuri had as a whole. So, for starters, Soul Reaper and Captain Killer. Sadly, she's not the Captain Killer nuker, but she can be a pretty good one for what she was given. Has double soul traits. This is the first ever summonable character to come out with double soul traits without having a resurrection. It's fucking stupid. She already got strong attack damage of 20% and strong attack recharge time of minus 12%. So if you don't like playing as this character, she's gonna be one of your best links in the game for speed. It's fucking retarded. Complete status immunity of 100%. Full stam 20%. Debilitator plus 5 seconds. Devastation 40%. Frenzy plus 2. Havoc of 20%. Long stride. Marauder. Poise. Rampage. This skill, by the way, is basically extra damage that Retsu is going to be able to do. So when you start the quest, she's going to have 2% extra damage. And she builds it up with every time you kill an enemy mob. And you can increase it up to a maximum of 100%. So once you have killed 50 enemy mobs in a quest, you'll get an extra 100% damage consistently at all times. And if that weren't enough, she even picked up the status summon spiritual pressure boost of 80%. Fucking broken. That being said, she doesn't have the increased status summon chance, but I feel like with Frenzy plus 2, she's going to be able to inflict it quite easily. And with the trap mechanic, she also can do that just fine. But now what about everything else? On the innate abilities, she also picks up reduced strong attack cooldown of 6%. This is important because it's going to help out lessen the cooldown time for the SA3. So now she's going to have the same cooldown time as Safri Retsu. So whenever you activate her third strong attack with full recharge links, it's only going to take 15 seconds to return instead of the 17 seconds which was with Mayuri when having the character completely built up with recharge links. And on top of it all, she even picks up Sprint plus 2, so she has 3 flash steps and 20% stamina recovery for herself and her entire team. It's crazy, it's crazy. And the kit, it's godly. It's godly. She has the 3k length beam with the 1020 width. The SA2 is going to be a lunge 871. It's going to be the same one as the Tech 1000 Year Blower Yamamoto, the Spirits Are Forever With You version of Yoruichi. It's even the same one that Mila Rose has right here, so it's a pretty damn good strong attack. And then the SA3 trap mechanic, however, they completely improved it this time around. Now, it's still going to spawn the regular 690 radius trap. However, she has an 1170 in front, beyond full screen. Thank God. That is exactly what we needed because, lads, let me just pull up Mayuri real quick, right? Mayuri had a fumbled kit and he sucked as a unit. He was ass. He was literally ass because he had a terrible lunge, the suction vortex, which should have been the SA1, and then he had a 960. Not even full screen. This guy had a fake Havoc kit. As for Yachiru Unahana right here, she has a fucking 1170. That is beautiful. Fantastic. That is exactly what we needed. I'm glad that they stepped it up nicely and gave us a really damn good character with the trap mechanic. And that is going to be what is going to help out with Retsu being able to get the 80% SP buff consistently. So, great character. I do think that she's potentially number 2 or number 1 best speed unit in the game, for sure. I do think that she's going to be better than Macy strong attack damage-wise, but not nuking-wise. Even with the Rampage, also factoring in how much damage you do with the Soul Bomb, it can help. I do think that Macy's nuke is going to be a lot stronger, but goddamn is she a top 1 contender. She's already better than the likes of Tensa Zangetsu, which is saying a lot, literally. And now up next is Chojiro, which I do feel like he is a lot less hype, but that being said, he still is a decent character. He has Frenzy plus 2, increased status summon chance against speed attribute enemies, Quincy killer at that, speed droplets of plus 10, yeah, just plus 10, no percentage, plus 10, speed link slot potions of plus 5, and on top of it all, speed droplet drop of 30%. So yeah, he's gonna be able to farm up a great amount of droplets, and yeah, devastation of 60%, damage to paralyzed enemies of plus 40%, and then also has this right here, which is gonna help buff Soul Reaper damage to status summon affected enemies of plus 40%, and then he has the same skill as White. Technique attribute character special move damage of 30%. Now this is going to be very important because this character right here is going to be what's going to help buff bombardment units. He's going to be helping out the likes of Spirits Are Forever With You Toshiro, Art Book Ichigo with nuking, and it's good. Like 7th anniversary Ichigo, when paired up with the likes of Mayuri in white, he's gonna be able to sub 1 at 5-5 without having to have any type of support unit whatsoever. And Chojiro is doing the exact same thing as those said units, which is actually kind of crazy. But that being said, I said that he's nothing too special because sadly the kit he has isn't exactly the greatest, but he does have a good amount of skills. The killer could have been better, but I do think that this character is going to be great for epic raids, great for, like, you know, farming droplets, and yeah, at least he does have increased status summon chance against speed attribute enemies. Actually, you know, I kind of take it back. I forget how good this character is. It's just, I don't know, it's Chojiro. He's a bit less hype, I'm gonna be honest. Strong attack reaches time of minus 12% on the 6-star abilities. Soul Treat has guard break plus hit hidden enemies, havoc of 20%, and spare plus 2, so he is having all the essential skills needed for farming content, which is amazing. You don't even need to give this character a Zeta Pill. The kit, he plays exactly like Mind Lisa, so Shotgun Blast on first, Suction Vortex on the SA2, SA3 is full screen, so yeah, if you guys don't like playing as the Mind Lisa, just give him full stam, long stride, there you go, or just use any other freaking character like Uryu, Grimjow, yeah, you guys name it. Honestly speaking, I think Chojiro is a pretty good character. He could have been better, but at the same time, I think he's good, honestly speaking. But yeah, that being said, having paralysis hurts the character for IT, like, definitely. There's a good amount of ITs where enemy mobs block that off, so he needed double status summons. Retsu, I know she only has weakening on her entire kit, but at the very least, there is no IT where enemy mobs can completely block out the weakening, and even then, this character is going to be quite broken. Once you get the Rampage built up, Frenzy plus 2, she's still hitting hard, honestly speaking. And that's the main characters completely covered. And now, let's just talk about the fillers real quick. I'm not even gonna talk about them too much, but Ryukin, just your generic Soul Reaper killer. Sadly, the kit isn't too great. He only has Frenzy plus 1 with Havoc of 20% and Berserker 60. His kit is great for epic raids, but doesn't farm out content. He has the Shotgun Blast like Chojiro. Shockwave attack, so basically, same SA2 as the likes of this Orina Tsukishima right here, and his third strong attack is full screen. Nothing too crazy, nothing special. He's pretty much outdated. He's nowhere near as good as the likes of most Soul Reaper killers that we have in the game. Masaki, still a great normal attacking character that we have in the game. It's just that she did age out a good amount because of the fact that, yeah, she still only has 80% bruiser. She does give out shields, but doesn't have the multi-barrier skill. Does have hit underground enemies and guard break to make up for it. She can boost, and she's a no affiliation killer. So for autoing, she still is going to be pretty damn good to use. No cap, it's just that she is a lot weaker to the likes of 1000-Year Blower Aizen. So let's see what they'll do for when they resurrect this character for sure. Like, she's going to be next in line in the future for like 2 years from now, once we get to like core 4 of the anime for sure. And the kit doesn't really matter, but like if you guys want to know, she's got the 18% shave, so good for protection. SA2 800 AoE, she does spawn out the barriers, and then the SA3 is full screen. So yeah, she's still aged pretty damn nicely as a Nat character. It's just that she doesn't have any type of survivability besides the second straw attack. She doesn't inflict status on it, so there's that, but she's still a pretty damn good character regardless. Ishin, just a good character. He at least does have 40% extra strong attack damage. You know, Berserker 20 and this right here, Captain strong attack damage of 20%. Burn on everything. Just one IT comes to my mind where enemies have it completely blocked off, and that's the Quincy IT, but even then, you only want to use this character for when he has Killer, which is basically right now currently. Frenzy plus 1, Havoc of 20%. He does have innate abilities of Read, Hollow Dodges, and Poison Immunity. And his kit is good. He has the 3k length beam, albeit without the 1020 width, 870 instead, 960 in front, and then the third strong attack is full screen. No guard break, just a good character. Once you get him 5-5, he can be usable, but nothing too crazy. Just expect him to pretty much perform like Mugetsu in that kind of set. Up next is Lilabato. I do think that he's definitely aged a bit better, but at the same time, IT just completely screwed him over because no status summons. But the kit that he had, the skills that he had, were perfect for the time because he had Berserker 40%, which is pretty good, Frenzy plus 1, Guard Break, Havoc, hit underground enemies, Spurner plus 1, and had the same kit as Ishin. Like, he has the 3k length beam, 960, and then full screen SA3. So yeah, basically this was during the time where people were fed up with getting the same kit. That's actually crazy. No innate abilities. Actually, wait, no. That's right, I forget. This type of round of 1000-year blower characters did not have the innate abilities until Tech Yamamoto, but yeah. That's it, just a good character. Now, just a decent booster for Spada, but there's just better ones now that you can use. And even then, you just want to use a character that has the booster skill and can pretty much, I don't know, provide support, stun lock enemies like Yuhabaha in this kind of case and scenario. Because she can boost on the second Tron attack. She still does have Frenzy +1 with Berserker 20. The Berserker is quite low on her end, even though she can inflict paralysis. Has Havoc of 20% as well. The kit, she has a good SA1, but the SA2 sucks. It's a 630 all around her. So, yeah. She's going to be activating her boost upon starting the quest in Guild Quest. However, she is not going to be aiming that anywhere. It's bad, so, like, that's why she's not that good of a booster compared to the likes of Dordoni, where he hits in front. And then the third strong attack is full screen. Outdated, unfortunately. She's pretty much unusable for Guild Quest. You can use her, but don't expect good results from this character. And then Grammy, he's okay. Nothing too crazy. He does have Frenzy +1, Havoc of 20%, low Berserker, unfortunately, and no Guard Break. And he has a way weaker kit compared to Lilabato in this kind of case, where he has the 18% Shade. And yeah, back then, this type of strong attack completely ruined the character. But he at least had the 960 in front, and then the full screen 1200 radius SA3. Personally, I want to 5-5 this character because he is one of my favorite Sternrunners, but even I can guarantee that he is not going to be that good of a character. You're only going to be using this character when he has Killer and IT, and even then, there's several better characters out there for you guys to use, like White, Symphony, Ichigo, Hulk. There's just so much better. I'm sorry, but Remy is not that good anymore. And that's the entire banner completely summed up. And I hope this video has actually helped you guys in deciding whether to summon on this banner or summon for the individual banners. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you guys going to be summoning? Because I will. And guess what? I'm doing another collab with Tuki, so stay tuned for that. This has been your boy, the Death Smasher, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. I do have in line some other content to pretty much upload and, you know, have you guys entertained. So be sure to smash that like button and smash the bell notification. And I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Take care, lads. Peace out. Bye-bye. Sayonara.